starting another game. I play, I suffer, so you don't have to. How's that? So we're on a mission now. We're gonna beat 30,000? No, 2,000. We're gonna beat 2,000. Okay, we're on. We're streaming until I click not streaming. We're gonna be doing that. And we're going. That's me, StineItch. And I just gotta find my gameplay here, Lichess. You know, I really had to hack myself into this thing just now. It was quite something after being out of here for more than 6 months. But we're in and we're playing. Here we go. How much more time? Let me check how much time we have. I don't like to start before everybody gets here because a lot of people do come in the very last minute, and I gotta check here. Starting soon. Okay, so 21 seconds. We got a lot of lurkers out there tonight. Um, my grandson tells me we've got more than 1,000 out there. You know, they don't show up here at all on the. You won't see them there in the number of viewers, but they're out there, and we appreciate your presence. So without any more ado, let's just get started, shall we? I'm switching back and forth very easily now between the screen here, the what they call the Twitch console, and then I just click here over here, and I have the Lichess. Lichess is a really good interface. Okay, so here we go. I have no idea if this is going to work. I'm going to click here and see what happens. I hope I'm broadcasting. I hope we're online. Okay, push over here to gameplay. Looks okay. Doesn't look too bad. We're just waiting for them to go, and then we'll go and see what we get. This is not looking too bad. I think this is actually going to work. Okay, here we go. Got a few more seconds to play. My board is only slightly tilted here. That shouldn't bother me too much. Shall we try to beat this guy and get up to 30,000? 30,000 would be a lot in this universe, in this section of the multiverse. 30,000 is a lot. Most players on Earth are only getting around I don't know what they're getting now, like I don't know, 2,000 or 3,000. Not too much. Uh don't want to go too early with anything here. Let's just bring this guy out and move over to here. He's going to probably castle right now. I just imagine he's rated 1,807. If he takes my knight, I'll get a open file here against his king. He's going to have to castle on that side. I don't think he's going to stay in the middle. And he didn't do that. Okay, so we're going to just keep the bishop kind of like in here a little bit. There's no reason to put him out there and get him into attacks. Not going to castle quite yet. My queen's not doing anything over here at this point. I'm going to bring her back. And we'll just see what happens here. This is kind of fun. I'm going to maybe bring my bishop up over into here behind this knight. I know it doesn't look like I have a plan or anything, but yeah, at least it protects against that rook there. And I can protect it another time. I'll drive that bishop away if he doesn't move, and if he takes that, it's good to already plan a little bit. If he takes that, I'll probably take with my rook just to get some dominance over here. Okay, he moved it back. We got to get this pawn out of here if we're going to attack over there with our queen and our dark squared bishop. So I think I'm going to just go for that already. Why not? You can't hesitate. We're only playing these short games. It's 5-minute game. And if you hesitate, you're lost. That's what they often say. Now, if he takes it, I'm going to get my king in check because he's going to take this pawn with his rook, but my king will come up here. I don't know. I don't know what this is going to be like. There's going to be a lot of mayhem here coming up really soon. Really, really soon. At least I got this pawn well protected with my bishop, so I might just move him up. No, I won't do that. Can you believe he did that? Now, if I can protect that pawn, I'm going to be in much better shape. Let me just protect that pawn because that's going to help a lot. If he does take that pawn, the queen will be there at least. This is hard. This is a tough game. If he lets me castle before he takes that pawn, and he did. And my knight has a flight square up to here. It's not looking too bad right now. I mean, we're going to get to 30,000. I understand we're in a kind of a strange. Can I move him up here? Let me just check this out. Yeah, I think so. I can move him up to here. I can protect this pawn with my queen. And then the knight can come back here if I have any problem. I know because he's attacking this bishop, and when the bishop moves back, I have time to bring the queen here, which I need to do right now so that the knight has a square to go to. If he takes that pawn now, I will retake with my rook so that the rook is going to protect this pawn. Now, in any case, now I'm just going to take that knight, and I should have pretty good control here on the queen side with my with the king side. Now I see I already had that planned to take that to protect this pawn against his rook. And I'm still thinking about taking this knight. If I do, then I'll bring my queen sortie out to here, my rook over to here, and I'm going to have a really strong attack. I might get up to 30,000 here in this multiverse. These multiverses are quite difficult to predict. If he takes that with his knight, the knight's not doing anything. The knight's not attacking anything right here. So that's really no big deal for me. I'm just going to come up here, and if he takes that now, all the luck to you. I'm going to come up here on this file with my queen and rook, and then this rook can slide over. That's a little bit problematic. I think I will go ahead and keep my king on that bishop because that bishop will be a target for the king. And the knight cannot attack up here because of the queen and the rook guarding that square very well. Okay. Everything's working together with plan. I gotta keep a rook there. He's attacking my rook with his rook, but I'll keep a rook on this file. And hopefully this is going to work. We'll see how this works. He's only got 35 seconds left. I think he's not going to have quite enough time to do what he needs to do. We'll see. I'm going to take his rook, take his knight, attacking his queen at the same time, get this bishop, and he's going to run out of time. I had like a lot of good plans there. He's not even going to let me do it because he's only got 18 seconds on the clock. You can see over here the clock. Well, I don't know. We might get up to 30,000 in this multiverse. They call these things multiverses, right? You sign up to come, and when you come, you you're kind of like stuck here until you get a better idea. This will be checkmate if he doesn't pay attention. Okay, 000. So I mean, he's got no more time left. We have 2 minutes and 22. So I hope you like the game, and you know accompany me as we move on up with the score and everything. I'm maybe just talking to myself here. Well, it looks like I'm broadcasting, and it says, okay, end stream. Okay, so we're still in the middle of the stream. This is working out quite well. I'm pretty sure this is all recorded, and it will become. This will. This was a pretty good game, and this will be handed down to posterity. This will never be lost in this reality. So let's go ahead and see. I'm going to run through the play over. They call it the play by play. So let's go ahead and see how that works. So we were playing against a guy rated 1807, and that's a pretty darn respectable rating. In the end, you can see we had, just to recap this a little bit, we had a rook and a bishop. We were going to checkmate next move, but we had actually a lot more pieces than him. So we were actually winning just in the sense of having a lot more pieces. Um, he had a way to defend against checkmate. He could have brought this pawn up to give his king a flight square. And but it's a 5-minute game, and in 5 minutes he was just taking a long time. He was down to 0 seconds, and we had used a little more than half of our time, which gives us, we had a lot of leeway there at the end. I say we, that's kind of like the royal we, and that's good. A lot of people think, well, he could check with his rook, but you see the stalwart bishop here is defending that. So let's go ahead and do the analysis board. That's what's really good about Lichess. You get that completely for free, and we can request a computer analysis. Again, you don't have to pay for this in Lichess. It's an excellent deal. Price is right, and this is so cool. They give you the graph, and you can see black. We were very even there for a while, and then really took advantage. And we were taking a time advantage the whole time. If you want to see the time is, I don't know what those squares are. Is that the time? I don't know. I know there's a way to see the time here, but I don't quite see it right now. But anyway, that's the the score, and they were ahead for a while, but it's all what matters at the end. It's all over. It's not over until the fat lady sings. And I got into a lot of trouble last year. I had a huge, huge, huge internet thing. It was almost a meme where everybody was complaining that I had said something that was not exactly gender neutral and everything because I talked about a fat lady singing. And it really got me into a lot of trouble. I lost a lot of viewers because of that. And I wasn't supposed to say that again. And I don't know why I ended up doing that. I guess I just need to pay more attention. I'll try now to not keep mentioning that old saying. Doesn't make a lot of sense anyway, like the fat lady sings, but I think they used to talk about that in terms of baseball. Okay, let's go through play by play. Okay, so we were playing black, and that's a king pawn's opening. A lot of people wonder why I even do these live streaming shows on Twitch, but it's mainly instruction. It's about instruction, and I'm just gonna go back here. Um, I need to get this Twitch thing completely figured out again because I haven't been doing this for a while, and I used to be able to do this a lot better. Like I used to be able to see the people um, who were talking with me and everything at the same time. But if you have a comment, no problem. Just give me a like because I hear that, and as soon as I hear the like, I immediately um, go back to the screen and then I love to chat. Everybody who was watching me before my trip, I took quite a trip. It was a very long trip. Like it was, we went to three multiverses during that time, and we're back to this one now. It was a long trip. So let's go back here and do the play by play. Remember, if you do want to talk, just give me a like because I can come back and I can look because right now I don't have this all set up completely like I used to. But we're doing all right. We did win the game and everything, and we're on our way to 30,000. That's our goal. So let's go ahead and go through this play by play. Okay, so I'm looking at the screen, right? You can see the screen. I believe you do. And there's the King's Pawn opening. Just going to check my Twitch studio, make sure. Oh, yeah. Okay, you're seeing the screen. Okay, so I'll go back out of the Twitch studio to my game. Okay, now we're doing good. Here we go. Okay, so this is the Carol Can. It's the only opening I know besides the, what do they call it? The King's Gambit that I play with white. But this is a Carol Can. It's the only one you really have to learn. And when they do that, you just do this because this supports this pawn that's going to come up, and then the rest is easy. Just learn that opening and you're all set. So he does that, and we go up there like according to plan, and they'll do that a lot of times. I don't know why they do that. They think they're encroaching somehow, but they're not going to really get away with anything. You have a lot of opportunities, and so just so many resources on the queen side over here, and you'll see how that happens. The queen attacks this square, so he can't develop his bishop. It attacks here. It comes down ultimately to his king if he castles. Look at that. He's got. That's not bad. See the exclamation point? That's actually pretty good. And I just did that because let's see how that changed. Okay, so it didn't really change us at all. Look, we got they're ahead by 0.3, and we take that, and they're still ahead by 0.3. No big deal. When he retook, though, he's only ahead by 0.1. So, oh look, I got an exclamation point too. That's actually pretty nice. And okay, I come out there, got another exclamation point. We're going to go down a little bit in the rating. I don't know what they call this number up here, but the score maybe. But we go down a little bit in the score, but because we're mixing things up quite a bit and we're going completely out of the book, I'm pretty sure we got a new game on the board here. So they don't know what to do and they get confused. And before long, you're just winning. Look at that question mark. So, but you're going to see that's going to turn out to be very good. Another question mark, and we're down 2.3. But did they win? No. And we had this in the bag from the very beginning. They bring the knight back to there. They're already down. It's almost an even game now, and they're ahead by. That positive means that white's ahead. Oh, look at that double. And that was pretty bad actually. I should have castled first so that if he took the pawn, I could retake with the knight, so I'd protect this pawn. But he didn't see that. I mean, okay, no problem. Um, it's partly because I'm rated higher than him, so they kind of assume that I know what I'm doing, and they didn't take advantage of their opportunities like they should. And now from this point forward, you're going to see we got it all in the bag. We're just going to win this game now. Everything was going according to plan. I retake with the rook like I should have done. I should have castled before I moved that pawn up. But now the rook is there, and we're just going ahead further and further. Um, he's got a exclamation point there, but you see it's the negative sign. Black is ahead now. I brought the king over, which was good because look, went down a little bit more. It's a higher negative number now. Um, they're saying I could take that, but I kind of preferred to bring that over. I got a double question mark, but still we're ahead by 1.9, so we're doing good. And that's interesting. We could have cut. I didn't even see that during the game. We could have easily. But I don't know how that works. That's kind of complicated. We took they were, and then they give us a question mark. They wanted us to do that before, but look at that. We're getting all these question marks, but we're doing quite well. -9. That means negative means black is doing good. So -9 means we're basically a queen ahead right now, and that kind of like capped off the game because it attacks his queen at the same time. We're going to get his bishop. He tries to protect the bishop, but we can just take it anyway. And then he goes over there, and we take his queen. That brought us down 2 points, but no big deal. We're ahead by 7 points, and we're basically going to win this game if he doesn't do something really smart here. Let's see. If you click this little button here, you can see what he should have done. And like I said, he should bring the pawn up to give his king this flight square because I had checkmate threatened right here. But anyway, like I said, the whole thing here turned out to be time. It wasn't the fact that we're 6 points ahead. It was because we had 2 minutes and 22 seconds and he had 0 time on his clock. And if you know anything about math, um, that's something that every multiverse, you study math and you learn when you've got 0 time on your clock, you are really hurting. Not a good strategy and helps us to win. So I hope you liked the game, and we'll be back. We'll be back for more. This is StineItch. You can learn how to play here. You can learn how to get up to at least to my level. I'm going to show you how to break 30,000 in this multiverse, which is a really good score. And if you want to you can just look what I have right now. If you want to learn to play at this level that I'm at right now, 1,900, it's not difficult. I was almost going to say it's not easy, but it is easy. It's not difficult to do. Anybody can do it. You just learn a few little tips, and it's not rocket science. Chess is not rocket science. Okay, so we'll see you guys next game, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to sign off now, and You guys can remember 6 months ago, I always had that little closing thing. Remember that thing I said right at the end? I think it was see you next time. Same channel, same time, same StineItch, and enjoy and be happy and be safe until we see you for the next fun game. All right, talk to you later. Bye bye.